Hello, Crixis here and welcome everyone to this week's video. I thought it would be really fun to bring you with me to my sketchbook adventures. So today I am going to sketch exclusively in my sketchbook, and don't forget to grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee or any heartwarming drink and like this video so it could reach more people. Now let's go to the sketching. So today I'm going to work on Nina's Costford sketchbook, and I'm just gonna explore different ideas. I have written a list what I want to do today, but I'm just gonna go with the flow, and if inspiration sparks and I have something specific I want to create, I'm gonna do that. And I think for the first part I'm gonna use Winsor Newton Designer's Gouache, and these are the colors I have pre-mixed myself long time ago. And I think along with that I'm gonna use Derwent Drawing pencils and just some brushes on the side. So this is my equipment in the beginning, and I think I will start with mushrooms because they will just get me flowing, and I can just start with something a little bit more simpler. I want to quickly show what I have been up to. So I'm currently sketching new greetings card design, but I think I will put it on the pause for today. And this is what I did with my Patreons. I am hosting Zoom drawing sessions twice a month, and we sketch various subject matters. This was hobbies. And then before that, I did desserts. I participated Odd Orange Zoom drawing session, but the thing with the alcohol-based markers is they bleed through, and they bled through the previous sketch, so now this looks little bit messy. It's hard to understand what's going on there because it's basically two different sketches colliding together. And then I did this one, and this is actually a couple spreads ago I did this one, and I filmed the video on YouTube, and for some reason I thought I'm gonna sketch them again but with alcohol markers and just sketch like real projects I want to sell. I never finished this spread. There's like empty spot and I don't want to leave empty spots, so I think I'm gonna start filling mushrooms here, and then I'm gonna go to different spreads. I'm gonna use this as a reference picture in the beginning. So this is Mushrooms and Toadstools of Britain and Europe. I think I'm gonna just do one big sketch of these mushrooms.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to meet, they settle down beneath my feet. I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned my lesson hanging on. Come sit here with me by the fire and let it go for a little while. So be here as the night starts falling. Let my fingers walk over your head. We got nothing to be scared of. I'd rather be with you than by myself. Now all is in your hand.
I just did this spread, which came really unexpectedly. I was sketching these mushrooms, and then I wanted to sketch a character in it, and I felt if I would add orange dress, she would stand out more. So then I added a little bit of greenery and kind of tried to make it loose. And on this page, there was like empty spots, so I filled it with just like a quick doodle, and then I added like these mushrooms on this skirt and then like these two mushrooms on this vest. I think I'm gonna just leave this page as it is and start sketching the new sketch. So let me just see if this is dried. Yeah, so this is dried up, which is really nice. And what else I want to do? I think I'm gonna do like really loose mushrooms on this spread as well.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine.
This is another sketchbook spread I just did, and I was just being super free. I think it took me half an hour to do this illustration, but I did the speed paint for you so you can just see it a little bit in quicker pace. I think now I'm gonna just sketch with graphite pencil. I want to sketch characters, and I want to sketch characters doing things, because I usually, when I do final illustrations, I sometimes sketch characters from head, and I think I need to practice more characters so I can sketch more poses.
I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Could be 20 minutes or an hour or two. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby.
So this is the sketchbook page where I wasn't that comfortable with, because I sketched without graphite pencil, so there was no place for erasing. I did one sketch though. I have to say, this one was with pencil, but actually I don't like how this sketch turned out in the end, so I actually preferred that I sketched without pencil. And I think if you want to accept imperfections, try sketching without it. I know it will be challenging, but I think it's fun as well, because there are some parts which I would normally erase and redo again, whereas here I just don't have this type of option. And I used fountain pen. This is my favorite fountain pen, Brass by Travelers Notebook Company from Japan, and it has this beautiful patina because it's made from brass. I love the weight of the pen and also feel to it.
Standing at your door.
think I got quite a good amount of studies for characters. I think like sketching people doing pottery, it's really interesting because you can get really interesting poses from that. So yeah, this is what I did. And yeah, I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to have some food and then I'm going to come back and do more art. This is like really sketchbook heavy day. I normally don't sketch that much per day in my sketchbook, but I think just having a day for sketchbook play is really, really nice thing to have and treat myself with.
In this land,
Hello back. So I just did this spread and I think this is my favorite one so far. So these are house sparrows. I actually have a lot of house sparrows outside in this moment as well. They just come in packs. So I thought it would be fun to sketch them and I really enjoyed it. I used my current Deep Light watercolor palette and the colors specifically I used are burnt umber, light umber, then I used grey ochre and slate, and then I used two Derwent Drawing pencils. So one is sanguine and second is ivory black. This is still drying, so I have to wait for it to dry. This is the zine I published last year. It's called Foxes in Sketchbooks. I actually have sold it out, so it's not on my store anymore. But I thought I could create another version, which would be Birds in Sketchbook. And it's basically a zine where I include one topic and scan all the pages across, 12 different sketchbooks and then put them all together. And I try to do it in chronological order so you can see the progress, how I sketch different subject matters. And I thought it would be fun to do a zine with birds because birds is a subject matter I have sketched a lot for the past 2 years, so it would be really fun to add it all together. And I think this could be like really fun cover because for this zine, the cover I did was basically sketches from a sketchbook. And I didn't intend to make this as a cover, like these house sparrows. And I think that's the beauty of it, because when you don't think about the product as you're making it, it's less stiff, in my opinion. It gets like more freer because you don't think about it at that moment. Whereas now I already did it. I'm like, yeah, actually, this could be a cover. So yeah, this is, I'm just gonna make some tea, wait for it to dry, and I am going to sketch a little bit more birds.
Heart filled with worries, no more. In a world full of sorrows, what for? You watch the world from the place beneath the willow, the willow. So many years, too many tears on your pillow, on your pillow. Out of the darkness, a sound. It all seems so heartless. A silver light. Don't you wait until the morning light, the morning.
I just finished this sketchbook page and it's still a little bit wet, so I will wait for it to dry. And then I'm going to do the last page. It's already 5 p.m., so I have spent my entire day just sketching in the sketchbook. It's not my everyday work. I don't usually dedicate that much time for sketchbook work, so it's been really fun to just have a day dedicated to that. And yeah, I think I will just play with birds and sketchbooks writing.
When I was young, I thought control would lead me to an ending road, and heavy metal seemed to be the only thing that was for me. And I saw the angels coming down, and they sang a song.
So here's me writing with a brush a title for my upcoming zine. So this is the Foxes in Sketchbooks, this will be Birds in Sketchbooks. But let's just do a recap of everything I sketched today. So we started with this page, and this is where I sketched the mushrooms and a girl sitting and reading a book. And then I did little doodle here and doodles here. The next thing I sketched were these mushrooms, and this was with designer's gouache and pencil. After that, I did sketch with fountain pen, and this was really fun. I didn't use graphite pencils, so I was just trying to embrace imperfections, and it was really fun to do so. In the end, I started sketching more pottery drawing sessions, and that's how I ended up with this spread. This is probably my favorite to this time. These are house sparrows. I think now looking back at this definitely will be cover for this Birds and Sketchbook zine. And yeah, I just really love how it looks visually, so I'm really happy about this one. And then this is just birds, different garden birds, British garden birds. I didn't use a lot of layers, so they're a little bit lighter to a tone, but I enjoyed creating them. There is a little bit crinkles to these pages because this is not the best sketchbook for wet medium. I would say this is the best for colored pencils and different types of markers. The more water you add, the more crinkly your sketchbook pages will be. But for me, it's fine. It's a sketchbook. I'm not restricting myself to one medium over here. And then I did this Birds and Sketchbooks. I will probably do some sketching in this page off camera. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope you had fun and you found it inspiring, and perhaps it gave you inspiration to pick your own sketchbook. If you want to let me know you stayed till the very end, write in the comments down below your favorite sketchbook brand. And if you don't use sketchbooks, let me know if you would love to try using one. And before I go, I want to say thank you to my lovely Patreons for all the support over there. And if you want to support my artistic journey, go check it out. I'm also going to link all the links of materials I used for this session, my website, everything will be over there. And without further ado, have a good day, evening, morning, wherever you are. And I'm gonna see you later. Bye, everyone. Okay, so thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go